2.2 is called graphs of functions. We just talked about linear functions, and now we're going to go through a bunch of other types of functions. So there are parent functions, and I guess I'll scroll down to the bottom to start. There are parent functions that you guys need to know. One, we've got linear functions, power functions. Power functions are x squared, x to the third, x to the fourth, x to the fifth, etc. We have root functions, which you guys need to know. 1 over x are rational functions, reciprocal functions, they call them here. And then absolute value function and greatest integer function. So this one's also often called the step function. So you need to know those. So go through and study them, know them. I expect that you know them. And what we're doing here is talking about them a little bit and doing a little bit of transformations and stuff. So the one I want to focus on after the linear piece, as we know the linear piece, when there's no slope, it's just going to be a horizontal line. If there is a slope, it's a tilted line. So I think you guys did a decent job in 1.10. Next, we have power functions or root functions. Like I said, you guys have to know those. The ones I want to focus on the most here are piecewise functions. Piecewise functions are challenging for people, and they're absolutely important, especially when you get to continuity and differentiability in calculus. So to start here, we've got two pieces, and I want you to treat them separately. X squared, we know, looks like that. Well, it's telling you that to only graph x squared when x is less than or equal to 1. Well, okay, so if you do that, you're just left with the left side of this. The important piece is this is less than or equal to, which is essentially why we have a closed circle there. The other side's true as well. 2x plus 1, that's a line. X is greater than 1, that's an open circle there, and then obviously the line continues. So you're just graphing essentially a piece of the function and putting those pieces together. The one major thing, because this is called a function, even though it has multiple pieces, you're not going to have functions that overlap. So you're not going to have something that fails the vertical line test. Most of the time, I'll say probably like 95 or maybe more percent of the time, it's going to be all real functions. So they generally just split it up at, like in this case, 1 and use everything to the left of 1 and then everything to the right of 1, including 1. So it includes all reals. The domain's still all reals. Most of the time that's true. Every once in a while, either by a mistake or because the teacher's trying to fool you, they might not have that. But that's piecewise functions and functions of graphs in general.